When you are combining a portfolio with one risky asset and one riskless, you got a straight line. It turns out that that is much more general. You get a straight line anytime you can combine a riskless asset with any number of risky assets. So let me give you an example. Suppose we picked an arbitrary portfolio, which is this red dot, P. And I wanted you to tell me what is the risk-reward possibilities that you could achieve by mixing P with treasury bills. Well, you get that straight line, right? We derived that last time. So any point along the straight line is what you could achieve, right? Anybody tell me where the portfolio would be that invests 100% of your assets in T-bills? Where is that on this graph? Right, this dot right here. How about 100% in portfolio P? Right, the red dot over there. How about 25% in T-bills, 75% in P? Where would that lie? It would be along the line, but where? Here? 25% T-bills, 75%? Right, exactly. It would be 3/4 of the way up towards this dot, right? Because it's 75 of the risky, 25 of the riskless. So you're going to get more, you're going to get closer to the risky asset. Okay, great. So we've now demonstrated that what I can achieve as an investor just mixing portfolio P with the risk-free rate is anywhere along that line. Now this analysis applies to any portfolio P. And if I wanted to mix T-bills with any portfolio on that frontier, on that upper branch, it would just be a line between T-bills and that point on the upper branch, right? So question, if I were to give you the choice of mixing T-bills with only one portfolio, just one, which would it be? Which would you prefer? There exists only one portfolio that you can mix with T-bills, such that you can never, ever do better in terms of generating risk-reward trade-offs for everybody that likes expected return and doesn't like risk. And it turns out that that portfolio happens to be the tangency portfolio. That's the portfolio that all of you in this room would love to have. I don't know anything about you. I don't know your backgrounds. I don't know your risk aversions, but I don't have to know. As long as I know that you like expected return and you don't like risk, those are the only assumptions that I need, then I know all of you in this room are going to want that portfolio. You may not be at that portfolio. For example, some of you who don't like risk, you're going to be down here. Those of you who are budding hedge fund managers, you're going to be up here. But the point is, you're going to be on this line. You're not going to be on this line down here. Why? Because why be on that line when you could get higher return for a given level of risk or lower risk for a given level of return? You're giving up something for no good reason. Okay? So this is a remarkable insight of modern portfolio theory. This basically tells us that regardless of our differences in preferences, as long as we satisfy the hypothesis that we like expected return and we don't like risk, that means that everybody in this room will agree that the only line that they would ever want to be on is that tangency line.